Hi, I am Lily from Iran and I work with Refugee.info. We use social media to get information to refugees in Europe. That's important because when refugees came to a new country, it's really hard for them to get information they need. I know because I came to Greece as a refugee 3 years ago, and I didn't speak a word of English or Greek. I lived with more than 2,000 refugees in a Leonas camp. When we had a question, we had to wait a long time for a translator. And usually, the camp staff didn't have answer. Then I discovered Refugee.info. It's a project from IRC, Natakalam, and Mercy Corp. I messaged them in Farsi, asking about working in Greece, and I got an answer really fast. I was surprised the person who answered me really understood which information I need. I joined Refugee.info team a year ago. Now I work side by side with moderators who help me. Actually, I manage them. My whole team is refugees, and we answer more than 200 questions a day from other refugees in 5 countries and in 6 different languages. Journalists and lawyers make sure our information is accurate and easy to use. We started in 2015, and we have reached nearly 1 million people. People can message us for help no matter when or where they are. Like if they are in prison and they need a lawyer, or it's Saturday night and they really need a doctor. People trust us to ask us anything. Someone one time asked me, is Zara open on Sunday? But another time, a new mother told me she is staying with someone who hit her. She couldn't leave the house, so she sent us picture of her bruises. We connected her with people who could help. A week later, she messaged us to say, thank you, I am safe. Working with Refugee.info is also life-changing with my team, and for me too. Because after 2 years in the camp, finally I rent a house. Now I can work and study at the same time. In the next year, we want to hire more refugees for our project and help them to start their project too. But to do it, we need new partnerships and new funding opportunities. Social media is a great equalizer, and information is power. Refugee.info doesn't change life. We give refugees the power to change their own lives. Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. And, round of applause. Hello. Living proof that it works. Right, let's ask some hard questions. How do you think you can make this more sustainable? Is there some kind of, I hate to say business model, but some kind of, recurring revenue thing that you can build into it somehow?
Yeah, well, that's actually our biggest challenge at the moment, working out how to make this sustainable and working out how we can put more power into the hands of refugees themselves and work closer with governments. And I think the best avenue for that is through partnerships.
I wanted to ask about your choice to use Facebook. We see a lot of similar ideas starting up and building their own platform. Why did you choose to use an already existing platform?
Because we want to meet our users where they are. I'm sure everybody in this room knows that the refugee population is coming to Europe. Facebook is the internet. So why create something new when we can meet them where they are?
Maybe it's linked, but you said that as part of your next steps, there's the creation of a digital safe space. Yes. What does that mean?
Yeah, so we're super excited about that. And this is something that Lily's going to be leading on. We want to develop safe spaces for women and girls where they can come together online and amongst moderated staff with experience in women's protection and empowerment, because it's just such a safe, easy space for them to reach their phone. And that's something we'll be piloting in the next year.
So you're delivering information, but you seem to also be trying to help. Yes. So and so that means that you need good cooperation with other organizations. How do you develop these cooperations?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the moderators are the heart of the platform, and they get the information. They track the information needs that we're being asked, and that's how we then shape our content. It's based directly on what people are asking us. We've also become a very close partner of the Greek government, so we now provide all that information on enrolling children in schools, and they trust us enough to provide us with the information to reach the people.
Do you have a kind of partner ecosystem? So they ask you questions and you can know who can help them, like you mentioned education, or do you have any partners you recommend?
Yeah, so we work really closely with lawyers. We've got a legal partner in each country where we work. In Greece, it's Solidarity Now, who are amazing. And we don't. Someone asked the other day, like, do you ever get asked irrelevant questions? And we don't consider any question irrelevant. So every question that we get asked, we will try our hardest to find an answer for it. And we've got field editors who are former journalists who go out in the field and they're tenacious and they track down answers that, people don't want published often. And information that we've found has helped change systems in Greece that weren't working for refugees. Refugees have also been able to report discrimination in schools through the platform. So if they go to enrol their kid in school and the school doesn't let them or makes it difficult, they can let us know and we'll tell the Greek government.
I'm curious. So you're using Facebook. Basically, it's Facebook chat, right?
It's chat. So we publish information too.
Yeah.
So we publish information, but we also use Messenger, and that's how people can reach out for the two-way communication and ask us questions.
How are you publishing it? Is it on a page or is it in a group or what is it?
So it's a page. We've got a multilingual page for Greece and the Balkans, which publishes information in 5 different languages, and we reach people through Facebook newsfeed targeting and ads.
Is it one page or several different pages all in?
Good question. Yeah, no, it's one page in Greece and the Balkans, and then we've got a separate page for Italy, and we've just launched in Italy this year. We've got an English page, we've got a Tigrinya page, and we'll be shortly rolling out in French and Arabic.
And what sort of traffic are you getting on those pages?
So in the last 24 hours, unique users on Facebook was around 1,500, and that's people directly interacting with us. So that's, sending us a message, clicking on, liking, reacting to content, commenting, sharing.
And across all platforms, how many people can you reach? What's your reach?
So this is, in the first 9 months of this year, over 114,000 people directly interacted with us. So that's through not just seeing it in their newsfeed, which is called reach, and can be misleading. This is direct interactions, liking, commenting, messaging.
And how many people did you say you're working on this?
So we've got a team of about 9 core staff.
Yeah.
And then we've got around 30 part-time staff who are on call translators and moderators.
Okay, so hard question. How are you going to be able to make it scale? What happens if you had... How could you scale to 1 million users?
We already have. So this is social media metrics. But the project started in 2015, providing information on an app and a website. And since that started, it's reached 1 million users, nearly.
But could you reach 1 million people on a daily basis is what I mean?
If we expanded to more countries, our focus very much is on Europe at the moment, with Refugee.info.
Have you considered automating some of the first interactions, like with bots, where it goes, okay, tell us your situation, tell us this, and then it pops that person into a live situation with a human being if it hits certain kinds of natural language or whatever.
Yeah, it's a really, really interesting idea for scale, and we'll have to explore stuff like that moving forward, I think. But what we know is that people just want to talk to a real person.
Right.
People feel so unlistened to and marginalised that they want to speak to somebody in their language from their culture who just listens.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Actually, I think I can introduce you to somebody who could build that bot.
Ooh.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much. Refugee.info.